Good morning, everyone, west of the Eastern time zone, and good day to everyone else. This is the Monday Morning News Roundup. I'm Brian. Welcome to Future Aza. Want to say thanks for being here, but it is enough pleasantries. Let's get into it. We got a lot of news to cover, and after that, I will be addressing the chat. So get your chat in early. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a chat. Okay. Hey, Tesla and Volvo set to be the first winners of the China-Canada EV deal, and that's because Canada's going to be allowing in 49,000 Chinese-built EVs. These don't have to be from Chinese manufacturers. These are just vehicles manufactured in China. If you make your car somewhere other than China, it doesn't apply. This is just for those. And who is best poised to jump on it? Well, the companies that already have a presence. Tesla's got showrooms across the country. So this means that Tesla could be a big player in this early situation. Can Tesla get a car in there for under 35,000? I think so, considering there's cars in Korea being sold for 28,000. So yes, the Model 3, perhaps only the Model 3 standard, but that would possibly be a good seller, but maybe nicer versions of the Model 3 as well. And then of course you've got the opportunity to sell half the vehicles that you sell over 35,000. There's no cap on the dollar figure, meaning you could import YL, you could import something else. So that would be a possibility. Then, of course, I've got a gentleman in the comments yesterday. He said, yeah, but there's no cars. Electric cars are all 50,000. There's no such thing, even from China, as a sub $35,000 car. And what I take that to mean is, yeah, but the ones that are under 35,000 aren't good. So I went ahead and pulled up the cheapest electric cars in Australia for 2026. Anything under 38,000 Australian would be the car. So what have we got? Under 38,000, which would translate to 35,000 Canadian. And these are the drive away prices. So this, you might even be able to go a little higher here. But we've got the MG4, Great Wall Motors Aura, and 3 different BYDs. Those are all quite affordable, and you might be able to stretch to the Chery or the Leap motor before getting to that 38,000. And who knows, Hyundai might have I don't know what the drive away price includes. So it might have taxes or something lumped in. So there are possibilities there, quite a few. You'll notice I didn't talk about the stock. It is Monday, but it is a holiday. The market is closed today. Tesla just revealed a breakthrough that could extend the life of Hardware 3 cars. What? I get endless comments. Why has Hardware 3 been abandoned? It hasn't. Why are they not announcing retrofits? Because it's too early. It's not time yet. We don't know what the actual minimum system requirements are. They may still fit on Hardware 3, but this could make it even better for even longer. And I did my best to understand it natively, but the explanation I got yesterday from channel regular, I don't see him here, but Solo AI X, something like that, you know who you are, was basically rounding. Just round it off. You don't need 8 points after the decimal to get you the right answer. 2 or 3 should do the trick. So just make it a little bit less precise in ways that aren't critical and save the bandwidth for the more critical situations where you definitely need it. So that would be one way to do it. And if this works, as the patent promises, as the patent suggests, it doesn't promise, that it would expand the capabilities of higher hardware cars by quite a bit. And if that's the case, why are we still making hardware 5, hardware 6, 7, 8, 9? Those are going to go into the bots. The bots need more compute. Driving is very simple compared to the sum total of other things your body does in space and time, I suppose. And for those wondering about my time traveler status, I will point out that you saw me in the past, and I'm here again today. What does that tell you? Something? Nothing? Nothing? Okay. Hey, you guys know you can support the channel. I appreciate it if you do. You don't have to, but this is how I'm able to keep going. I have a bunch of bonus content that I put on for members only, including a Sunday noon viewer chat where one of you guys get to interview me. We have a discussion. It's a lot of fun. And if you can't do that, hey, you know what you could do? That would be great because I'm trying to get to 100,000. At that point, I can cool my jets a little on the self promo because at that point, YouTube takes over and starts actually showing my work. Tesla confirms that work on Dojo 3 has officially resumed. I had a video out yesterday, day before, I think it was yesterday, talking about how Dojo had been canceled. And 11 hours later, of course, they had to say, no, it's still going. The AI5 chip design is in good shape. Tesla will restart work on Dojo 3. What does this mean, though? And I've asked a lot of questions, and I've gotten quite a variety of answers. Some people are saying this isn't a chip itself, it's more of a philosophy. That's an interesting approach. The real trick is 20 of their top people left after Dojo was canceled, many of them to start their own company. I don't think those are people you can just hire back, or if you could, the cost could be potentially eye-watering. But what we're seeing Tesla do a lot is hedge their bets and make it clear to their suppliers that if you're not going to do it, we will. Can we get some chips? Can we get all the chips we need? We'll buy them. We'll pay for them. We're not asking for a gift, but we do need a guaranteed supply. Dojo 3 initiative restarted. Yeah. So now that AI5 is in good shape, we'll restart Dojo 3. If you're interested, send us a resume. I'm very interested in working on it. I will not be sending a resume. I don't know anything about chips. So that means maybe Meta would hire me. I don't know. They spent $100 billion on Metaverse. Ugh, that's painful. And I'm not saying Meta has bad employees. I'm just poking fun because it's Meta. But yeah, if you're not gonna make it, we will. Has Tesla ever done that before? Batteries come to mind. That's been quite a challenge. Tesla fires up America's first major lithium refinery. This was in the news. I'm sure you saw this, but I haven't covered it on the news roundup, so I'm covering it. It's a first of its kind process to convert spodumene or directly into battery grade lithium hydroxide. Major step towards lithium independence within the US. This is the biggest refinery in town in North America, really. It's interesting because there's not much lithium refining done in North America. Mexico has very little in terms of manufacture of mining and refining of the minerals needed to make batteries. Canada's got phosphate and some other things, but the North America is pretty cut off from that, and batteries are kind of important. Did you know that batteries are important? Or am I telling you something new? Because Sweden is using Megapack batteries to bypass the union's supercharger blockade. See, we're trying to put these gosh darn chargers in, and the union that would be in charge of installing the power from the grid to the charging station is like, nah, we're just not going to do it. So what they've done instead is put in a Megapack. So, well, right, but you have to refill the Megapack. Yeah, they're buying power from their neighbors. Their neighbors have industrial connections, which they are able to sublet, basically, which allows them to get the power to recharge the Megapack throughout the day and night as needed. They've officially launched a new supercharger station despite an ongoing blockade by Swedish unions. Using on-site Megapack instead of traditional grid connections, the workaround has allowed the supercharger to operate without direct access to Sweden's electricity network, which has been effectively frozen by labor actions. I'm not going to get into the whole political side of it because, I have no impact. And speaking of an impact, officials showed off a Robo-bus in DC. It got hit by a Tesla driver. Guys, you got to put Tesla in the headline. You got to. It's silly, and I love it. And by love it, I mean I don't. But this fun little autonomous bus, which is effectively on rails, it has a set course and a backup safety driver as required by law until it's fully vetted, got rear-ended by a meat-driven Tesla. Full meat driving. It's wonderful. So it's very silly. It's a low impact thing. Guy was changing lanes, wasn't paying sufficient attention, clipped it. But again, the important thing is we got Tesla in the headline. Oh, what a relief. It's a crash and we can put Tesla in the headline. Oh, this is great, you guys. for clicks, I suppose. Tesla new car prices drop as buyers pay $53,000 on average in December. Is that good or bad? Well, we know that the 3 and Y standard are out. Those will pull down your average selling price a bit, but they don't appear to be selling all that well. I can't tell you how many 3 standards I've seen because they look exactly like any other 3. But I have seen some Y standards out there. You can tell because they don't have the light bar on the front or the diffused brake light in the back, the tail light. So this means that what's probably also going on is a dip in SX and Cybertruck sales. I will be doing a show later this week on the members only side about that, about the future of Cybertruck S and X. Who knows? They need to do something, or they're going to have to end it because the space is becoming valuable. Not so much in Texas, where they still have enough free space available to grow their product lineup, but Fremont is always very crowded. So yeah, average price was 53,680, a decrease from the previous year. Tesla's total sales were 1.6 million for the year, down from almost 8 million the year before. And I don't know. I'm thinking this year is not going to be a banger either, unless we see a unexpected surge. And I mean, it would have to be Cybercab. But if they get some more momentum behind the standard, the more affordable models, and maybe do something with SX and Cybertruck, it might not be abysmal, but 3 and Y are the lion's share of the volume. So I should make sure, looking at the comments, making sure my sound is working, because if I'd gone 11 and a half minutes, oh man, that would drive me crazy. Hey, guess what time it is? It is time to have the chat. Nope, not the birds and bees. If you don't know that by now, I am ill-equipped to help you. See, when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much, they share a special hug called, I won't make the joke I usually make because it's off color and who knows who's watching. This might be a mixed audience. Everybody got that like smacked early. Smacked. By the way, as in 5 of 16? I don't know what we're talking about, Mr. Cuba. So how many likes are we up to? My question. We know what we get. Better like that video. Yeah, appreciate it. Greetings. Has anyone seen a Cybercab without a steering wheel driving around? I think so. But what I'm waiting on is a Model Y with the big LiDAR on top. I've seen them on the road. That's what I'm waiting for. Can't wait to get my Model YL. I hope so. If you, I don't know what market you're in, but they will be, it appears they will be sold in Europe. They are being sold in China right now, and I expect that to expand to other parts of Asia. And hopefully we'll see them in Canada or, also the US. If sales are as weak in Q1 as I expect, they will have to do something. And introducing the YL would be a great way to increase sales in the US. Elon said that version 14, whatever, would be compressed to run on hardware 3 around mid-year. Fingers crossed. I'll believe it when Ashok says it. Ashok's timelines are real, very real, because he has to answer to Elon. And Elon don't answer to nobody. My hardware goes to 11. Rest in peace, Rob Reiner. Tragic. Let's see. Be sure to watch my Future Oza videos on the YL. Oh, yeah. Make sure the third row is what you expect. I did make a video about the YL when I was recently in Guangzhou, China. And I would have liked it to be a little bigger, but you can tell from the outside and looking at the dimensions that it is a little bigger than the Model Y. And the 7-seat Model Y is very tight, very tight. Usable. We've used it. We do use it. But the YL would be a much better fit for us because you can put someone up to 5'6", 5'8" in that third row without too much compromise. I wouldn't want to do it on a road trip, but hey, I know a lot about chips and dips, just not the technology hardware. Rhett, I'm with you. I can tell you all about Tim's Cascade potato chips if you'd like. Greetings from Michigan. Great. I look forward to seeing you at the summer meetup in Muskegon in June. Join us, won't you? And I think you already said you will. And if not, Highlander will drive you crazy until you say yes. you will join us. I think the 3-row cyber SUV will come. The price point would be doable for that vehicle. I hope so. I think that'd be a great way to get more utilization out of that part of the factory. It's got a nameplate capacity of 250,000 units. It's looked like it's running at about 10% capacity. That makes economies of scale tough, and it's desperately underutilized space. Glad to make a live one. Hello, Bishop. Glad you made it as well. 42 of 130. Oh, that's the ratio of likes to views? Or what is that? 40 likes with 124 watching. Thumbs up, please. 52 likes. Greetings from South Africa. Wow. Welcome. What time is it there? So let's see. We are at only 15 minutes. Do you have any more questions? Because otherwise, I'm just going to go off. And, when I rant, who likes that? Some people. It is perhaps a quiet news day because of the holiday. Maybe people are not checking it out on lunch from the East Coast. 19:15. That's what time it is? Ooh. Oh, 7:15 p.m. Gotcha. I thought you meant the year. I was going to say that's a bigger shift than I realized. Hello from Quebec, or to Quebec, I guess. Yeah. Oh, what do we got going on? I guess I can bring up the next big event is the Portland Auto Show. Let's see if I can find that quick enough. There it is, which will be held very soon. 26% off, you guys. Use code TH26 at checkout. You heard it here first. This is a pretty good event, but the room you're looking at is it. It extends about as far behind you, but this is the whole show. I'll be there volunteering in Electric Avenue, which is behind you in this one, straight ahead in this one. And it is, we answer questions about EVs. That's a lot of fun. Join us, won't you? And then we've got, let's see, the Chattanooga Charge coming up in March. Join us for that, won't you? Do load. You're not going to load, huh? That's wild. Well, that site might be down for a moment. Oh, I see. It's just main picture isn't loading. So I'll be there, and I'm going to be hosting a In the Weeds with Futuraza booth where you can ask me the hard questions. The idea is that I'll record them, because when I go to these events, when I meet the folks who have the opportunity to watch the channels and check it all out, they've got the best questions, ridiculously good questions. And it's a shame that I haven't been recording them because they're great. Let's see. In one of your videos, you said it would cost Elon nothing to get to Mars. Can you elaborate? I believe that a lot of the missions will be paid for by governments and by other organizations, other companies, other people. The cost to get to Mars, if you're looking at a starship, is quite low. Now, the cost to colonize Mars would be much higher, but a lot of what you want to make would be made there, would be mined there, refined there, built there. So really your cost for Mars is whatever stuff you want to bring and whatever gas it costs you to get there. And that's very low when you're talking about complete reusability. And if you look at just the inflation adjusted cost of the Apollo mission, that's more money than the program needs to get to Mars in a sustained sort of way. I don't think he needs that much money. And in doing so, he would have to sell off a lot of Tesla, which he doesn't want to lose control of, but also SpaceX, which he definitely wouldn't want to lose control of. So I think that holding those shares would be more advantageous in his lifetime than selling them to fund the Mars mission when the proof is in the pudding. He's not asking you to gamble on him. He's saying, look, here's the capabilities of Starship. Let's just go do it. So it's more like placing orders than gambling. And I think there will be no shortage of companies and countries lining up to participate. Hope that answers your question. Let's see. Mr. Judgeworm caught one live. Very good. What's your guess for the month of removing safety monitors? Don't have one. Can't see behind the curtain. I don't know what the current capabilities are. We know in Austin there are no interventions, but that doesn't tell me what I would need to know to make an accurate assessment on that. Apologies, Rhett, I was not more helpful. Hello to Kansas. Do you think Tesla will charge owners of FSD supervised for unsupervised once available? I think they'll want to, but early buyers, definitely ones from before a year or two ago, would have to be supported. I think those people all bought with the understanding that it would become unsupervised. Um, since they did the name change, that would have been maybe June of 24. Yeah, maybe June of 24 or 25. I think it was 24. That at that time, anyone who bought it after that may be asked to pay more. But I don't know about the legalese on it. What are the chances of the US blocking Chinese EVs from crossing into the US, even for vacations? Low, almost non existent. It wouldn't be legal to do so. There are already Chinese cars in the US. Buick makes a car that's made in China. That's just made in China. The Lincoln Nautilus is made in China. And then you've got Polestar and Volvo. Those are made in China. And so, yeah, if you're coming over just for vacation, I don't see any reason why that wouldn't be permitted. And remember, the smart car that Tesla purchased to electrify for Mercedes, they just sent someone down to Mexico with a Amex, bought the car, drove it back across the border. You couldn't license it here. It hadn't gone through all the certifications, but it didn't need to be licensed. It was a test vehicle. So, yeah, you can get them in. For that matter, Caresoft bought a BYD Dolphin. Can't put it on the road, but you can tear it apart. You can put it on a test track. You can do a lot of things, but you can't license it. So I would say very low. Greetings from Ireland. I lost my Model 3 to my last Model 3 to global warming. I'm not awaiting a new one. I don't understand what that means, Mark. To touch on something earlier, Dr. Know-It-All had a good video explaining the AI breakthrough to enable more powerful models. So Dr. Know-It-All does not get enough credit. People are like, well, he's just a college professor. Well, yes, he is, but he's also a software developer who owns a company that works in the AI space with real customers. Some of the names of which he has shared with me, they're big names. So he knows his stuff. He's not just a pretty face, but don't get me wrong, a pretty face, he definitely is. I'm looking forward to the the Chattanooga Charge. I plan to stay for the light show this year too, if they are doing one. I imagine they are. They're not doing it in conjunction with Simon this time, but I believe they are doing one. See ya there. I lost my spot. Waymo using Zeekr Chinese EVs this year, but small quantities. It's going to be expensive because you have to pay 100% tariff to get them in the country. I've seen people say, oh, no, they won't have to pay that because they're not selling them. No, you pay it at the port of entry. If it enters the country, you pay it. Caresoft had to pay the 100% tariff to get a car that they never licensed and just promptly tore to shreds. That's just how it works. Starlink subscriptions will also fund Mars. Oh, Starlink, what a success story. It's improbable. It's so... all we need is more satellites than have ever been launched at a cost that has never been seen, using rockets that have been reused over and over dozens of times. Well, that's crazy. Yeah. And we're going to sell it for cheap, like $50 a month, 80. Get some more out of some people, especially users at sea will pay more. Aircraft will pay more. But it's going to just be everywhere and it's going to work. That's crazy. And you saw that they were at, 6 or 7 million subscribers. 6 months later, they picked up another million subscribers. It took a while to get there. They're there. They're printing cash, and it's only getting bigger. There's a whole lot of countries that have yet to unlock it. So that's exciting. I'm awaiting a replacement DAM voice recognition. That helps me less. I'm sorry, Mark. Optimus and Starfleet coming soon. Oh, yeah. I'm confident the first visitors will be Optimus. Safer, much safer. What did you think about what I said about Elon stopping the $8,000 purchase so he doesn't have to hear the uproar from people who have purchased it that uh, that want it transferred? I think that's valid. Um, I feel bad for the people who thought they were going to be able to transfer it again, especially the people who have SNX who bought it ages ago and still have the car on hardware that isn't getting updated very much. Very, very difficult. Moon base, Mars base. Yeah, got to do the moon first, I suspect. That's where the funding is currently. That's a great proof of concept. If you can do it on the moon, you can do it on Mars. 1984 plus 42 equals 2026. Coincidence or foreshadowing? I'm going to say both. Why not? Why not? I'm fairly certain, oh boy, certain that SpaceX will eventually switch to nuclear rockets. Chemical rockets make trips too slow. I don't know, maybe. Nothing would surprise me. The fact that Raptor 3 looks like a half-finished project, a very clean, tidy, half-finished project, and works is amazing. Y'all realize that the very millisecond we officially settle a moon base, we've made it to the official future. Everything else was a past. I think so. We have jetpacks. We have self-driving cars, kind of. Yeah, we're that's the last one, isn't it? We have a space station. You assured us that you're a potato chip expert. You should apply. I think that's reasonable. I think that's a good idea. Great content. Do you think Cybercab will be an operational usable service on a broad basis before 27? I don't know. I hope so, but I don't know. I've seen other Tesla channels saying, oh, there'll be 50,000, 100,000, 10,000. I think even 10,000. It all relies on when do they get it finished, to the point where they can just open the floodgates. Dr. Gibbs is a bright man and covers some great material, but sometimes his analogies get a little tedious. Some of his vids are invaluable nonetheless. Well, he's a professor. He knows how to filibuster. He does it for a living. Click that like button. Starlink will devour a significant portion of cell phone and network revenue. I don't know. I don't know how much. The density of cell phones in an urban area is very high. And I don't believe that the intention of Starlink is to be able to provide that much bandwidth into one concentrated area. But it will definitely eradicate some of the overly expensive internet options outside the cities. In rural areas, it's already crushing it. Now, they were saying that you can't transfer FSD in March. Is this true? I've heard that in Canada, it has been extended through the end of February. I do not know if that is true, but after March, as of March 1st, I am not aware of any plans to allow for an FSD transfer. Ion drive rockets is my prediction. Maybe. Good Raptor 3 joke. I don't remember what I said. I'm curious if you saw the video from Ryan Shaw a few days ago, and his thumbnail said EV tax credits are coming back, but in his video, it just wasn't true. I did not see that video. I like Ryan Shaw, but I didn't catch that one. There are EV tax credit coming back. Maybe he means in other countries, but not. I do not see that being a possibility in the US over the medium term. Yeah. For the Tesla Fab, is there any location set yet? None that I'm aware of. If you want to get them made by 2030, groundbreaking needs to happen immediately. But that doesn't mean it isn't being considered. The trick is that the equipment you need to make them is also extremely rare. And the companies that have that equipment won't tell you how to make it. So it's very tricky. Oh, California only. Oh, I see. Yes, in California, there is a plan to ideally, hopefully, replace the $7,500 purchase credit with something for some people on some cars. I haven't seen the details, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. The trim Raptor 3 was only a partial assembly. Yeah. Yeah, there was a particular expert saying, yeah, it looks good. Yeah, the Raptor 3 looks good, but we'll see what it looks like when it's actually working and firing. And 20 minutes later, SpaceX replied, oh, you mean like this? And showed like a 90-second burn. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. And the beauty of it is when you're reusing them, you can spend the extra money. If you were going to fly every mission as expendable, it doesn't make sense to do all that hard work. But when you're planning to use it 20, 30, 100 times, yeah, let's put in the extra effort, shall we? The throughput of better and better Starlink sats could certainly enable wide scale simultaneous use, especially if you factor in data centers in orbit doubling as routers. Um, yeah, maybe. I'm not worried about that right now. Uh, the addressable market just for internet is tremendous. And whatever bandwidth they have, they can use it. And not just here and not just now, but in 20 minutes in a different country. So that is also tremendously valuable. Guys, what did I miss? What did I misunderstand? We are at the end of it. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Stay tuned, stay juicy, and I cannot wait to hear from you, clever robots, throughout the week. I'm here all the time, man, all the time.